Welcome everyone, this is Valerali and in this video we'll be seeing about counters. Study of counters. A counter is a device which stores or sometimes displays the number of times a particular event or process has occurred, often in relationship to a clock signal. They can count specific event happening in the circuit. Counters are broadly divided into two types. They are asynchronous counters and synchronous counters. Synchronous counters, we have two types, that are ring counters and Johnson counters, or that is also called as twisted ring counter. First, let us see about ring counter. Ring counter is almost as same as the shift register. The only change is that the output of the last flip-flop is connected to the input of the first flip-flop in case of ring counters, but in case of shift registers it is taken as output. So the number of states in ring counter is equal to the number of flip-flops used. So now let us see the circuit diagram. For designing a 4-bit ring counter we need 4 flip-flops. So we have two input variables, the reset button, that is we use the push button as an input, and the clock signal. So this clock signal is used to loop the following circuit. The output variables, we have 4 output variables, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Those will be displayed. Next we shall see the truth table. In the first clock signal we have 1110, and when we apply reset it will be as such. When the next clock pulse goes, the 1 is shifted to right side and the 0 comes first. In the next clock pulse, the last one comes first and the remaining bits go right. This is how the round will go on. So next we shall see the practicals. So now we have 4 D flip-flops that are connected very similar to the shift register. We have every Q part connected to the opposite input, and we have 4 pre's that come from this push or whatever we call. The clock buttons have this input and the clock signals, and that is connected through and they are given as clock signals for each D flip-flop, and 1 is also inputted everywhere in every flip-flop, and 4 outputs QA, QB, QC and QD are given. So now let's check the working of this. So once we give the push button and clock signal on, we have this 1110 and this 0 comes to the front when we switch on the light. So this will be moving on in a clock in a rounded process repeatedly, so it counts a particular event. This is how ring counter works. Next we shall see about Johnson counters or twisted ring counter. The alternative name for twisted type is a switch tail or walking or Johnson type counters. The complemented output of ending flip-flop is feedback to the input of starting flip-flop. So when the stream of ones and zeros flow in ring form. The twisted type counter uses two control signals, clock signals and the origin signal, where clock and origin are common to all 4 flip-flops. Next we shall see the circuit diagram. It has 4 stages. Twisted ring type counter, so the input variables are reset and clock as we already saw. If n number of flip-flops are used, we require 2n number of states. Why? Because every flip-flop is moved once the completely all 4 bits is carried away, and the next cycle starts when the first cycle is over. So we need 2n number of states. Next we shall see the truth table. Since we have 4 flip-flops here, we need 8 clock pulses to move, so that when all the cases are 0, when first input is given as 1 and the second input is given as 1 again, so continuously 4 inputs were given, so 4 clock pulses we need for getting input, and next 4 we need to display them, so that will be moving in round. So this is the truth table, and next we are going to see the circuit. Here we have the same 4 D flip-flops. Each flip-flop is connected to the other flip-flop. One's output is connected to the other one's input, and the final D flip-flops inverted and inputted to the first D flip-flop. And we have outputs in every chamber. One is connected to the pre-section, and the push button is connected to the clear section. And we have the clock pulse connected with the input switch and AND gate. So this is how the circuit is designed. So now let's see the working of this circuit. So when push is switched on, we will be inputting 1. When the switch is turned on, we'll be inputting 1. That becomes 3. That becomes 7. That becomes 15. So now that is reducing one by one. So once every light is becoming off, and once again it will be coming from the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. So this is how this cycle will be repeating. Once the complete cycle is over, we will be starting the next cycle. This is how Johnson counter works. Hope this video have helped you. Thank you for watching.